It's the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 30th of August. I'm James Spann. We're getting close to meteorological fall. Typical late summer day today. We have random scattered storms about. Tropics are heating up. What about football games this weekend? A lot of things to talk about here, so strap in and hang tight. This is the radar. And you can see again today, like yesterday, we have the classic case of scattered showers and storms across the state. For some, it's pouring. For others, it's partly sunny and just dry. We'll check some of the more intense echoes on radar. Heavy rain falling along Interstate 22 in Marion County, north of Winfield up toward Hamilton. That's pretty good downpours up in parts of Colbert County, just south of the Shoals. Might be some small hail in some of these. So far, they're under severe limits. So we're in northeast Alabama. Got some pretty good downpours in parts of DeKalb and Cherokee counties. Heavy rain falling around Weiss Lake. And also on top of Lookout Mountain near Fort Payne. And again, like yesterday, these are just not moving a lot. They're drifting to the northwest. Let's go down south. We'll check out the situation down in southwest Alabama. You can see scattered showers and storms rolling through parts of Mobile, Baldwin, Washington, Clark, Choctaw, Escambia counties. And in the southeastern part of the state, things relatively quiet there. But again, in this type of situation, a shower or storm could basically pop up at any place. And where they do form, they'll produce heavy rain. And like yesterday, some of them might produce strong gusty winds. Remember, we had some microbursts yesterday. We had some trees down. In fact, Alexander City got hit pretty hard, so we'll be watching the intensities carefully. But again, I warn you, it's almost impossible to warn for microbursts. They don't last long, a minute or two. It's a very small area. But still, we'll be watching those. And, of course, we have high school football in many areas of the state tonight. The rule is 8 miles, lightning within 8 miles. Everything's got to be on hold until that settles down. Here's the big picture. This is the upper air look across the country. And again, at this point, you can see a ridge in place across the southern U.S. Mid-latitude westerlies up on top of the ridge. Check the visible satellite view, and again, you can see a field of cumulus clouds across the state. The clouds are thicker down in southwest Alabama. And the radar composite across the region. Quite a few showers and storms across South Mississippi and parts of Louisiana. Away from the showers, we've got mostly low and mid-90s today. Birmingham 94, the hot spot. Huntsville at 98. But notice Mobile at 82 because of clouds and showers that came through there earlier. We have flash flood watches in effect for parts of southeast Louisiana and coastal Mississippi. Otherwise, things are quiet across the deep south and really quiet across much of the country. Maybe some strong to severe storms north and northeast of Alabama through tonight. Couple of zones there. This is tomorrow, a chance of severe storms over Pennsylvania and some of the adjacent states. The broader risk running from near Paducah, Kentucky, up into parts of New England. And on day 3, which is Sunday, got a marginal risk of severe storms for parts of the Middle Atlantic coast region up into northern New England. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Rain amounts for Alabama averaging 1/2 to 1 inch. Maybe a little more down in Mobile and Baldwin counties, around 2 inches there. But remember, this is just an average. With the uneven distribution of rain, your number could vary. So 3 X's all of a sudden on the tropical board here. We have one that's near Galveston. We have one in the central Atlantic and one in the eastern Atlantic. And you can see all of those with a 0% chance or a 10% chance of developing over the next 48 hours. This is the 7-day outlook, and obviously the one of interest is the one out there in the central Atlantic. That little feature that's near Galveston, that's really not a classic tropical type system. It's more of an upper level low. And this could produce some heavy rain for parts of coastal Texas and South Louisiana. But again, I don't think that becomes a tropical type system. The one in the far eastern Atlantic with only a low chance over the next 7 days. If anything happens to form out there, I think that one might turn north. So again, the focus is going to be on this one, the one out in the central Atlantic. This will be in the Caribbean early next week. And at this point, the Hurricane Center giving this a 40% chance of becoming a depression or storm over the next 7 days. So this is probabilistic outlook coming off the European ensemble. And you can see, and this is the probability of this becoming a tropical storm. And you can see the probabilities are running in the 20 to 40% bracket across the Caribbean. And this is a look at the, and this is off the European ensemble. Here's a look at all the members, and you can see the spread here, just a tremendous spread. We've got, and again, it's a big if this develops at all. Some of the members drive it into Central America, in Mexico. Some bring it in the Gulf. Some bring it toward the Florida Peninsula. Some recurve it east of the United States. And like we talked about this morning, it all depends on the upper air pattern, and we just don't know that yet. In 7 to 10 days from now. It's just something to watch. Got a beach trip. There's no need to panic. Just don't focus on some of the nonsense you'll see on social media. And notice the trailing wave out there. That one's kind of gaining latitude. That one might be turning north. So before we dive into modeling, real quick, we noticed that the Weather Service in Birmingham has posted a severe thunderstorm warning now for parts of Lamar and Marion counties up in northwest Alabama. Let's look at the storm coming off the Columbus radar. And that storm is centered just southeast of Hamilton, moving northwest. And the warning is going to be in effect until 3:45 this afternoon. We're live at 3:08. And we'll peek at the velocity data really quick here. And again, you can see some pretty good velocities coming off the Columbus NexRad. Looks like about 56 miles per hour. And again, this is radar beam height. The radar beam height here is 1,500 feet. And so we might not see that wind right down at the surface, but that's certainly a sign this thing is producing some strong wind. So again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of northern Lamar and western Marion counties for that storm that is southeast of Hamilton, gradually moving towards the northwest. So let's look at modeling. Model fans. This is the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. And again, we have ridging in place across the south, but the ridge is weaker. Notice the colors are changing, and that means the heat levels will come down. And tomorrow is going to be a lot like today. It's going to be a situation where we'll see highs in the low to mid-90s and scattered showers and storms about. So it's a football Saturday. Alabama home, Auburn home, both evening kickoffs. This is the high-resolution HER, valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, and we all know the radar's not going to look exactly like that. But maybe something like that. But understand there's no doubt there could be a shower or storm about at those venues or near them. And again, if there's lightning within 8 miles, there could be a delay. Most of the showers and storms will come between 1 and 10 p.m. Sunday, same thing. Scattered showers and storms, low 90s. And really Monday, Labor Day, same thing. Partly sunny, the chance of a storm passing through in spots, not everywhere. And then the ridge really breaks down toward the middle of next week. This is Tuesday. Highs drop in the 80s for the northern half of the state. And by Wednesday, highs getting down in the low 80s. We might see some upper 70s up in the Tennessee Valley. And this looks relatively dry. Thursday looks relatively dry. We'll still mention a few isolated showers both days. And a week from today, this is Friday, September 8th, we have troughing to the north and a front approaching. And again, that looks fairly dry, but we'll still mention isolated showers over the latter half of the week. Model consistency has not been good out in this time frame. Let's go out 10 days. This is Monday, September 9th. Got an upper low that's over the Great Lakes. And yeah, we see that little tropical feature in the Gulf. And this is the one everybody's going to share on social media. But deterministic output 10 days out really doesn't mean anything when it comes to tropical features. Just be aware of that. Could it be there? Yes. But it also could be in Mexico. It could recurve east of the United States. We simply don't know that yet. Again, we stress it is just something to watch. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean, a little over 2 inches between now and the 12th of September. And the heat levels are coming down. We'll take it. Again, look at that. By Wednesday and Thursday of next week, this is for Birmingham, the high 81. And we stay under 90 all next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance just in the house. September 7th through September 13th, temperatures below average across the northern two-thirds of the state. A little bit, not a big below average, but we'll take that. And you know what we got to do here real quick? We got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Oh, I love it. Ooh, a lunchroom full of second and third graders, Pine Level Elementary School, Autauga County. Oh, man, what a great way to start your Friday here. This was fun this morning. Had a good time talking about weather. And let me tell you what, we got a box full of really amazing goodies here. There's some cookies and other good stuff in there, and I love this. That's the Alabama State Bird on display out there in the front of the school. That is too good. Notice some very well-dressed students there as well, but we had such a good time. That's an amazing school. The teachers, the administrative staff, they're just great. The kids are great. We talked about different kinds of weather. Talked about staying safe during bad weather. A little storm spotting in there today, but they were great. So all those kids at Pine Level Elementary School, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. So one more time, we'll check the radar. And again, we're live here at 3:13. And again, you can see velocities in the 55, 56 mile per hour bracket in that storm that is currently located just southeast of Hamilton. And the storm is slowly moving northwest. And accordingly, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for parts of Marion and northeastern Lamar counties for the storm. This polygon does not include Winfield or Ewan or Brilliant. This does include Hamilton and Interstate 22 there. So again, that's the strongest storm on the board. And again, there's the animation of that. And again, the main concern with these storms, the wet microburst, like we saw yesterday. So let's take a look at the larger view. And again, you can see storms extend up toward the shoals. Also some pretty good storms in northeast Alabama, specifically Cherokee, DeKalb counties. And also scattered showers down at parts of southeast Alabama. Most of these should be off the board by 10 o'clock or so. All right, that's it. We are going to stay in the studio this evening. The original plan was to be out at the Hoover Met. That'll be our Friday night Rivals game of the week on Channel 68, our sister station, Spann Park at Hoover, tonight at 7. But with these thunderstorms in progress, we thought it'd be best to stay in the house here. And again, no book signing tomorrow. But hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. I'll be right here in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.